Hi, everyone. As we are nearing the final week, I wanted to clarify the deliverables for the UX design project presentation for week 8. There are two main things that are due. Of course, the UX design, the layout that you guys have been creating, and the process PDF. And I'll explain a little more about that briefly at the end. But let's talk about the UX design project. You can use Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, or Adobe XD to create your project. Of course, you can code it out if you're more comfortable using HTML, WordPress, or Webflow. I'm not really picky about the tool that you use because the design and layout the user-friendly navigation are a greater priority. That said, you shouldn't use programs like PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, text editor, or something like that. Keep it design related, creative. Um, Regardless of the program that you use, in addition to the pages of the website, the actual pages that you create, you want to include some um, uh, amount of interactivity. At a minimum, you want that to be the main navigation. You want to be able to click on the navigation links, and they should click or link to the respective pages on the site. Of course, this is inherent of coding if you use WordPress or XD or something like that. In Photoshop, you are able to, if you create yours in Photoshop, you can create slices and export the HTML code. Um, in InDesign, if you use InDesign, you're able to create hyperlinks and buttons within InDesign. And then you can export those out as you export your PDF in an interactive PDF. Make sure you check to keep the hyperlinks and things like that. You have to check that on as you're making your PDF, um, and you can link to the different pages within your PDF. If you use something like Illustrator, which is probably the most difficult to um, create the hyperlinks and things in, you can create your pages, save it out as a PDF. Make sure you have one multi-page PDF, and then you can create your hyperlinks actually in Acrobat. That might not be the best way to do it, but you can achieve it. You can create those links, and it can link to the pages, and you can get everything done there. A little bit clunkier than the others. Of course, the XD or the WordPress something like that would be the smoothest. And then using Photoshop might be the next step, or InDesign next best. And then Illustrator, of course. It can be done in Acrobat. Um, because you guys have all had a GDM 340 intermediate web, you should be able to achieve this project with a minimum level of interactivity. You should be able to do this. So, but be sure to test everything out. When grading the final, it should be very clear, very easy for me. I should open it up. I should be able to click through. Having missing assets or hidden things, files and folders, and I have to search and hunt for things. That's not a good deal. You want to make it easy. I want to open it up, click, and be able to navigate through it fairly easily. So missing things, hitting things, things not working, that's really gonna be detrimental to your grades. So test it out. If you uh, are creating the HTML and you don't have it on a live site, it would be good for you to take that, package everything up and actually put it on another computer and test it out to make sure everything runs the way you expect it. Email it to a friend or Dropbox it to a friend or something, um, Google Drive, whatever, and have someone test that out for you if just to be sure that everything is working. Remember that week 8 is a short week. It ends on Friday. So you want to have everything wrapped up by then. Any Saturday morning submissions or revisions submitted on Saturday, they will not be accepted. So get everything in. The other component, we've talked about the UX design. Of course, you want your design to be creative, and you want that navigation to work, and you want to be able to get everything submitted. The other component of the final is the process PDF. This is something, of course, that you should be building each week. So there shouldn't be a lot to do on this one. Make sure you review your work and adjust your format, layout, the arrangement of the content as needed, so that you have a nice package of content that um, will the purpose of the process PDF is to document, to demonstrate, to document the process of the project, all the stuff that you went through, all the stages, and then you show that progression throughout. So you might have a lot of stuff, and you want to optimize your pages. You don't want to try to submit a 100-page PDF for this, or not 100-page, but 100 MB. So you'll have a good amount of pages, 20, maybe 30, but you can still optimize your images and things that you have in there so that you have a nice, 5 to 10 MB file. I'm just estimating. That's much more manageable. You'll have less problems trying to upload, because trying to upload a lot of heavy files right at the end, and you got all the other students from all the other classes bombarding Blackboard, trying to upload. It can be challenging. So plan things out, test things out, try to submit early, give yourself a chance to make a mistake and recover from that. And you should be okay. All right. So let me know if you have any questions, any problems, anything, and we'll try to get those resolved. Okay. So have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.